Hey, fatty! Guess the people on the Snake Diet Motivation Group are shit out of luck tonight. Because this fucking thing isn't working. So I'm answering questions here tonight on my personal page. So one person said, hi, Cole, it worked. Okay, here's some people. I'll let some people chime in. Okay, so ask me any questions you want. I don't care how gruesome they are, okay? Anything. That's what this is all about. Fucking figuring out what the fuck's wrong. Actually, Kimmy just chimed in and she made a good post called, what the hell did she call it? It was like, have you taken a shit lately or something like this? One thing that people don't like to talk about is their bowel movements. And your bowel movements can tell you a lot. Okay, so I'll just talk about that for a little bit. Ask me any questions you want. Snake juice, whatever you want. Anything, okay? But let's talk about bowel movements for a minute. Basically, you can tell a lot about yourself by the bowel movement based on how much you're eating, because if the food's not coming in, obviously you're barely going to shit anything out, especially once your body's clean, right? So, if you're shitting at all after fasting for like 17 fucking days or 20 days or some shit, it's going to be completely toxins. See, you're detoxing like crazy when you're fasting this hard, especially if you're a fat ass. Because you got your liver is all fucked up, full of toxins. Okay, you're going to be kicking out lots of bile. Like some people will have shit that's like yellow. It's bile. Okay, even the colors, if you're constipated, that'll tell you a lot. Shit also has calories. Remember that. The mainstream doesn't like to talk about how much calories are in a massive pile of shit. Okay, so like if you're taking massive shits, here's the thing. If you are taking a shit more than like every third day, you're not fasting hard enough. See, it's direct feedback to how hard you're fasting. If you're shitting every day, like if you're taking a shit every day, you are not fasting hard enough to lose fucking weight, okay? You are not at enough of a caloric deficit to lose fucking weight if you are taking a shit every day. Okay, there's no fucking way in hell. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, how often are you taking a shit, she asked. Okay, so, now any questions, ask any questions if you have issues with the snake juice, if you want to talk about body composition. So as far as taking a shit goes, just pay attention to that. If you're taking a shit more often than like once every few days, you are not fasting long enough to lose any fucking body fat. Okay? Also, another thing I want to talk about is body composition. Okay, a lot of people are like caught up on body comps, and like I've gotten them done. The best way you can tell you're getting ahead is this. If you are getting stronger based on your logging your fucking volumes when you exercise. So if you're putting on more volume on your body and you're losing weight, maintaining weight, if not losing weight, you're doing something right. Okay? Now, those mainstream fucking scales that measure like impedance and they just shoot a fucking current through your body, those are not accurate at all. The only time you can use those is if you're already pretty fucking lean and at that point, you're not having these massive swings in body mass. If you were like 300 pounds and you cut down to like 180, say if you're a male and you're 300 and you cut down to 180, that fucking machine is going to show that you lost a bunch of muscle mass, which is complete fucking bullshit, because if you're logging your fucking volumes, you'll see that you're actually getting stronger and you can do more weight in the gym. Okay, so if you're actually exercising. So the overall mass of the body will fuck those scans up. Now, even when I get DEXA scans, I've cheated a DEXA scan. I went in and got a DEXA scan one time. So a DEXA scan is when you lay down, it's actually an X-ray scan. So what I did is I went and got this DEXA scan, laid down. It said that I had 47 pounds of lean mass. Lean mass is your organs and everything, right? Muscle, organs, everything. Bones. I went and ate like a fucking pig. Came back 2 hours later, had a fucking scan done, and it showed that I had 153 pounds of fucking lean mass. So I gained 6 pounds of fucking lean mass somehow. It's because it was picking up the fucking food and it was picking up all the water I just drank. So if you're ever going to get DEXA scans done, they can be quite accurate, but you need to be fucking fasted like at least 24 hours to make those things actually do anything for you, okay? Here's a question. Will fasting heal skin issues like warts, skin tags, etc.? Like warts and shit like that for sure. Like skin tags, once you have a skin tag, you might have to fucking just cut it off. I don't know. Okay, but fasting will heal skin problems. Like it'll actually dissolve the issue. Okay, because what it is, it's the autophagy effect. I've talked about this before. When you get in a deep fasted state, your body almost becomes like this fucking incinerator. And every little cell, every single cell in your body, like the mitochondria, actually get cranked up. If you don't know what mitochondria is, look it up. Learn something tonight. Mitochondria are like basically where our energy's made. Okay? That's where everything's burnt. And that's where the Krebs cycle occurs. It's called the Krebs cycle. Okay? So, essentially, the mitochondria get cranked up and your body will burn everything. So let's say skin tags and warts, all these cells are weaker. It's just like cancer. They're weaker cells. So the autophagy effect's actually going to fucking make the strong cells, like they'll chew up all the weak shit. This is why your immune system gets so cranked up when you're fasting. Is this thing not letting people ask questions again or what? I don't see anything popping up. This fucking Facebook is starting to piss me the fuck off. It's just because the volume on my shit. Yeah, like there's nobody fucking, I don't see any questions. No, nothing's popping up. There's 88 people watching this, 90 fucking people watching this, and there's no fucking questions. Okay, I want to hear some fucking questions. I'm not on here for the fucking greater good here. Well, I am. But I'm not fucking, I want to hear some questions. Okay? So anyway, the DEXA scan. You can trick them scans. So don't worry about this shit. If you want to fucking focus on something, go buy a set of $5 pinch calipers. Okay? Set of $5 fucking pinch calipers and start taking pinch points on the instructions. So say on your gut or on your shoulder, wherever it tells you to grab. Start measuring that. That's a way better telltale sign of how much body fat you're losing. Okay? Because all of these scans and shit, you can lie. And now, the water, when you do a density, so there's one where you actually get into the water, and they can measure things by how much water you're displacing versus how much you weigh. So naturally, if you weigh more, and you displace less volume of water, okay, like so say you're a fat ass, and you somehow displace like a cubic meter of water. So, if you're 300 pounds, if one guy's 300 pounds, and he displaces a cubic meter of water when he's fully submerged, and then another guy's 300 pounds, and he displaces a half a cubic meter, that means that the guy that's fucking only displacing half a cubic meter is like rock solid fucking muscle. Okay, because the muscle's heavier than the fat. And the fat takes all that volume. Okay, does that make sense? So with those ones, those are very accurate. But the number doesn't mean anything. If you only get one of them done, the number doesn't mean anything until you get another one done. See, the trend is your fucking friend with all this shit. Same with scales. Like even me right now, I'm like 173 pounds. Now, let's say I had a scale that was fucked. Let's say I had a scale that if I got on it right now, it would say that I was 250 pounds. So the weight is wrong, but if the scale at least measured accurately with respect to the change, I could still use that scale. Okay, because let's say it shows me at 250 pounds when I'm actually 170. But then let's say I lose a pound, and then it shows me at 249. Perfect. I could actually use that scale to log a fucking trend to see progress. Okay, it's about fucking progress. The trend is your friend. You gotta trend everything. If you just go ta-da and get one fucking fat scan done, it's not gonna show you anything. You gotta get them done monthly if you're gonna get them done, and don't worry about them don't even worry about those when you're a fat ass. If you're gonna get something like that done, get it done when you start getting lean and really dialing in your diet. Because at the first you're in basically just fat loss mode. Okay, we're just trying to lose weight as fast as humanly possible. It's not till you get fucking ripped and lean that you start really wanting to dial that shit in. Like where I'm at right now, I'm cutting right now. I'm cutting on a certain meal each night that I'm eating. And I had to dial it in. My goal is to cut without losing any fucking muscle mass at this lean body mass right now. The fat people I'm not even worried about. It mattered, like there's lean and then there's ripped, like shredded to the fucking bone. I was already lean at 178. Now I'm trying to cut down to like 160 something. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post accountability pictures monthly and show people that I can stay fucking shredded every fucking month for like a year. Okay, so then people can shut the fuck up and they can see that I'm lean all the time and strong. So I'm cutting right now and I don't want to fucking lose any muscle. So I gotta fucking massage it a little fucking more strict. Okay, here's some questions. Andrew asks, if you blow into your refeed, if you blow it on your refeed, how long does it take to pick up where you left off? Depends how long you're fasting. Let's say if you fucking completely blow it. Let's say if you fasted 7 fucking days straight and then you literally just eat a fucking smorgasbord on the 7th day. If you fast, you're gonna obviously gain a pile of weight due to all the food and all the fucking water and glycogen. So like you could gain, like want to hear how much you can gain? I've actually put on 12 fucking pounds in a sitting after eating. Cause once I ate for a wide eating window and by the time all that fucking food and shit soaked into me and all that water and I got all bloated up, I've been like fucking 12 pounds heavier. So technically you could gain 12 pounds temporarily. But you'll be back to your normal weight if you ate as much as you could in a 2-hour eating window and you're a male that has some size to them. Pretty much, I can't gain if I'm doing 48s. I can't gain if I'm doing 48s. Okay? Eating as much as I possibly could eat in 2 hours, I cannot gain fucking weight. When I go jump on that scale, before eating on the next after 48-hour fast, when I go to jump on that scale, I will weigh the same as I did before I ate the first time. Okay, that's 48. That's with me. Okay, if you are a woman and you can eat a lot of fucking food in a sitting, you could actually gain weight eating on a 48-hour fast. That's why I always use the scale feedback. If you're fucking not losing weight, you're eating too much, and you're not fasting long enough. Okay? So use the fucking scale. The scale is your best tool. The scale and weight training are your best 2 fucking tools to getting lean efficiently. Okay? And then once you get down to that nitty gritty, where if you really want to get cut up, then you got to start watching fucking calories and macros close. Okay? But you can get basically fucking 6-pack lean without even fucking worrying about your macros if you fucking fast hard enough. And once you get down to that proper body weight and body composition, you could literally just eat whatever the fuck you want in a 1 or 2 hour window, like every 48 hours and not gain a pound. Every 48 hours, I said. Fucking OMAD is a fucking joke. The reason, here's the truth. I made a video called OMAD Makes You Fat. If you don't know what OMAD is, it means 1 meal a day. Now, the main problem with fucking eating once a day, you will not get the autophagy effect or the healing effect of fucking prolonged fasting, okay? So that's why it's out of the question for you unhealthy fat asses. The other problem is that people are too fucking lazy to count. So when they're eating their 1 meal a day, they're fucking going ape shit and just eating whatever the fuck they want. So basically, here's the truth. If you're a fat ass, OMAD is trash, and that's why I promote prolonged motherfucking fasting. Fast as long as you fucking can. Lose the goddamn weight. Once you are ripped, you could fucking get away with a 1 meal a day routine, and that's why I always promote at least 1 48-hour fast in the week if you're doing a 1 meal a day routine once you're ripped, because that will basically mask any of your fuck-ups in that 7 days. Now, example, right now I'm essentially eating 1 meal a day because a 48-hour fast right now, when I'm getting this lean, basically like 1 a week's okay, But when I'm getting this lean, it's too taxing on my body now as far as trying to maintain muscle at this lean body mass. Like, I'm going to fucking be shredded. You guys are going to be fucking blown away. Okay, I'm like going to fucking get down to 8 or 7% body fat. And I'm doing it, and then I'm going to maintain it. And I'm going to maintain it with fucking ease. Easily maintain it. And this is why I'm cutting on a low carb routine as well, because it's extremely muscle sparing to cut body fat once you're already lean to getting to that rip state. It's muscle sparing as fuck to cut on low carb, so you're always in fat burning mode. And one thing I wanted to talk about tonight with the fucking keto fucking craze bullshit, it doesn't matter how many carbs you eat. What matters is if you're in fucking ketosis. This is why, now you fat asses that are fasting for days on end on snake juice, you're always in fucking ketosis. I'm talking lean people here. See, lean people are more complex for me to deal with. Fatties, I can just fucking be like, don't fucking eat for days on end. Like, shut the fuck up and don't eat. Beat your addictions. Now, when you're talking somebody that's getting lean, I gotta be more complex and actually give them some fucking real, actually, numbers coaching. Not just the motivation anymore. Okay? So, the trick is, once you're lean, if you want to cut to get really shredded and find a new body fat percentage set point, basically you want to cut you want to cut on a ketogenic eating routine. Now, so like I always say, it's cause and effect. I don't promote the fucking stupid fucking macros of a mainstream keto diet. Okay? Because here's the fucking issue. They're always talking about carb counting, where it's like, oh, you can only get away with 50 grams or 20 grams. Here's the truth. You want to fucking get in as many carbs as you can without kicking yourself out of ketosis. That's the goal. Like, why wouldn't you? Because the fucking carbs will make you perform better in the fucking gym, but you don't want to kick yourself out. And how do you fucking dial it in? You fucking eat the same exact fucking food for fucking 2 weeks in a row, and you figure out how many fucking carbs you can take in without kicking yourself out. That's what I did. I dialed it in. So even right now, if I actually counted the carbs I'm going to eat tonight, I'm like at 100 grams. I'm at 100 fucking grams. And I am in ketosis 24 fucking hours. Because you know the truth is that full 100 grams isn't getting into my liver, is what the fucking truth is. This is why macros and shit. Don't worry about the numbers. Worry about the fucking food. Eat the same thing every day for 2 fucking weeks and trend the food weight. That's way more important than the fucking caloric numbers. Because as soon as you eat different foods, the fucking calories are going to react different in your body. And plus the calorie count's like 20% out anyway on labels. Doesn't mean shit. That's important. Now again, I'm talking about lean people here. This is kind of some of the stuff you could do. This is the coaching I give. Okay, this is the coaching I give somebody that wants to get fucking shredded. Wants to go from like just, lean to fucking shredded to the fucking bone. And maintain it. Okay, let's see here. Here's a good question. Can you refeed just using freshly squeezed fruit and vegetable juices instead of food? Yeah, you could. Okay, you could. But now, if you got to remember, if you crank back a bunch of sugar via the vegetables, you're going to kick yourself out of ketosis for a good 24 hours. So either way, this is why it's so important, why the frequency is so important, because when you're fasting like a week at a time, like let's talk Paul. If we're eating like a meal a week or 2 weeks, it ain't gonna matter how much fucking sugar we eat when we're fasting another 7 days right afterwards. But when you're talking cutting, when you're already lean, and you're talking fucking trying to cut without burning any muscle, that's when this fucking shit gets goddamn important, when you're fucking ripped. When you are trying to get fucking shredded, it gets very important on how you cut that last fucking 5 pounds. And I'm not talking like, a lot of people think that fairly lean. I'm talking when you're getting lean to where you're going to see like maybe a vein in your lower abs. Or where you're going to see fucking striations on your fucking goddamn quads and your shoulders. Like striations are like when you can actually see the little muscle fibers on the muscle. That's fucking lean. Okay, I'm not talking like mainstream version of lean. I'm talking fucking ripped. Okay, that's where you got to really dial it in to be fucking muscle sparing. So yeah, back to that refeed though. You could drink the fucking juice and then start fasting again. But why? Why would you just drink the juice and then start fasting again? Why wouldn't you eat the fucking whole food? Why wouldn't you get all that fiber in and shit? Okay? That's the thing. Juices are really for pussies. It's not natural to juice. Like the cavemen weren't juicing. Eat the fucking whole food. Like I'm not gonna juice carrots tonight. I'm gonna eat the fucking whole carrot. Okay? Because the carrot, there's so much more there. Just eat the fucking whole vegetable. Mary asks, what is your best suggestion for beginner weightlifting? I saw the compound exercise tip. I usually follow P90X. So, the main thing is, the exercises that are difficult, like form-wise, learn the form so you don't get fucking hurt. So, learn how to do a fucking deadlift. Okay, I'm very anal with my deadlifts and my squats. Get somebody to fucking teach you or learn on YouTube from a top-level fucking natural power lifter. Okay? Learn how to do those compound lifts. And then, but at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, you need to log the volume so you can truly see if you're getting stronger or not. Because if you don't know if you're getting stronger, you're lost. Okay, like if I was losing weight right now, let's say I'm logging my volumes to a T every day. I'm cutting really hard right now. So if my volumes start to really fall down, then I know that I'm fucking losing fucking muscle. So I'm cutting fat, but I'm getting weaker if I lose a bunch of fucking progress on those volumes. Okay, that's why volumes are key, especially on the compounds. That's why I was talking about the compounds. Like, I don't care about the little fucking isolated shit, like the volumes on that, but the compounds matter. Like, example, if you bench pressed 100 pounds for 6 sets of 10 on 1 minute rest, that's 60 reps total times 100 pounds. That's 6,000 pounds of volume. So when you start a really hardcore cut and you're trying to fucking go from lean to like ripped, you want to maintain that volume as close as you can. You know, if it drops off slightly, that's okay. If it drops off slightly, like I'm talking, instead of hitting 100 pounds, maybe you're hitting 95 for the 6x10. Okay? Because you can't keep 100% of your strength when you're getting ripped to the bone. The goal is to keep about 90% or better of your strength when you're getting shredded if you want to get that lean. Okay? But you need to log the fucking volumes to know where you're at. Or you just don't know. Next thing you know, you're fucking cutting weight and you're doing it all wrong and you're losing all your fucking muscle mass. Okay. Here's one. Stacy May asks, I was wondering, I broke my open-ended fast after 5 days. Okay, good. 2 days ago, felt like I was being suckered punched in my kidneys and liver. Yes, did video review and search page, did a suggested 8 both days, but still happening. Any insight? So, like, right away, if you're detoxing like crazy, a good way, like, that's where that baking soda comes in as well. If you feel like you're having some fucking kidney pain, you're definitely... What did your urine look like as well? Like, if your urine looked really cloudy, you're kicking fucking kidney stones. Okay? Because I remember when I was detoxing really hard a few times, I had, like, kidney pain, like, the night before, and then the next day I took a piss and it was like fucking just cloudy as fuck. And then it's almost like it just went away because it let go. Because what happens is fasting will start to make a lot of those fucking kidney stones start to break loose. So you will kick stones. Okay, especially dry fasting. Like one lady I was helping who's actually an RN. We were running a little bit of a dry fasting experiment with her. And she fucking kicked a stone in 48 hours dry fasting. And then we were doing some other shit with some different types of salts to try to dissolve the stones. And then she started kicking stones like crazy, but we were dissolving them with these citrates. And that's the issue. And also your liver, like if you're unhealthy, you got to remember if you're unhealthy and you've been overweight for a long time, your liver is all fucked up. Like we have issues with Paul. Okay, like there's no doubt your liver's going to detox like crazy, like fucking crazy. And that's why a lot of people will still take some pretty big like bowel movements, even like down the road when they're like say 7 or 15 days or 14 days into a fast. Because also when you fast, like a lot of those parasites and shit that are in your intestines and against the intestinal wall, those will break loose and you'll shit those out. Somebody actually just messaged me the other day. I wish she would have took a picture of it. I would have put that on the group probably. And she like shit out a worm or some worms, and she was freaking out. And I told her, yeah, that's normal because they'll let go of those intestinal walls and you'll shit them out. And also like another girl I know who's an RN actually, she got like a fucking worm when she was on holidays and like shit it out. She showed me pictures of it. It was like fucking this, like it's long. And it fucking traumatized her because it's like just so nasty when she shit it out. But she took meds to fucking get rid of that worm where she didn't know about fasting or dry fasting and she could have just kicked the worm naturally. Mary asks, ever take turpentine for parasites? No, I've heard about it though. Let's see here. People need to ask more fucking questions. Because I've been dry fasting all day and I'm about to fucking... Okay, well, I'm going to talk about some other stuff here. I want to talk about stress. This is fucking huge. Most of the people that fuck this shit up, it's because they're cowards, essentially. They're pussies, okay? Because there's people that'll get into this lifestyle and it's very easy. It's actually very easy. The maintainability is a fucking joke. Like, as you see in my buddy, so I had a fella, he's a friend of mine, his name's Justin Ning. Check him out on that Snake Diet Motivation Group. We made a post. He went and competed in this natural bodybuilding show, and he more does it just for shits and gigs. Like, he's got to fucking pump some iron and put on some mass. But as far as the part where he got lean cutting, all as he did is he was lean. He's been lean for months. All as he did was fasted hardcore the last 2 weeks, and he was fucking shredded. Okay? And so, like, that's how easy this is to maintain. It's a fucking joke. That being said, the only people that fuck up are people that basically can't tell their family and friends and all these other fucking people to fuck off. Okay? You gotta deal with this crap. It's always the same. It's always the same bullshit why people fuck up. I get messages, it's like, oh, I fucked up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. She's like, the one girl I was talking to, she's like, I fucking can't quit drinking. And she's already lost a lot of weight, like she's doing good. So then right away, I'm like, who the fuck are you drinking with? Like, attack the actual problem. It's like, oh, this one friend of mine and shit. Like, kick her to the fucking curb. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them to fuck off and carry on with your life. You see, it's because people fear about, it's like the fear of being alone as well. And if you need to make friends that have shit in common with you, make friends on the Snake Diet Motivation Group. Like, people have this fear of being alone. The thing is, you are graduating these people. It's like you guys were both in grade, 5, and now you just graduated to grade 6, and they're still in grade 5. So you're graduating these fucking relationships. And you gotta understand that, because those are just gonna keep pulling you down. The awesome part about this way of life, like, I was thinking about this word snake diet now, it's becoming almost like a symbol for control. Like, snake diet, like, what I preach is fucking control. Taking control of your life. Being able to just do whatever the fuck you want and not give a fuck what anybody else thinks. This is like the epitome of this fucking whole way of life, period. Okay? So like all these little fucking crybabies in your life, you got to kick them to the curb. And you don't have to be rude about it. Just basically stop talking to them. Get results. See, this is so important. Get results. And guess what? They a lot of times will come back into your life. Because you can't preach that you're doing something when you have no results yet. You can't, if you're fucking 300 pounds, you can't fucking go telling your friends, try this snake diet when you're still 300 pounds. Okay, they're just going to laugh in your fucking face. But once you're lean and once you're ripped, then it means something. Okay, results talk, bullshit walks. It's the same for this. So get results before you try getting a public victory with somebody. Okay, you've got to read the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I always go back to that. Private victories first, then your fucking public victories. So get lean, get the private victories, grind through the fucking fast, and then once you've developed yourself, you're like the product, then you can preach. Until then, just add your fucking friends to the group. But you can't really tell them to try shit until you've lost a bunch of weight. And that's also why I hold you guys accountable to posting fucking pictures on that group. Those fucking accountability pictures are priceless. It's just a step. Even if somebody has a tough time getting results for some reason, it's a step in the right direction of facing your fear of judgment. Because in the end, the fear of judgment is really why you're fat. Pretty much. If you always go back to the fear of judgment, that is why you're fat. Because the fear of judgment is going to cause you to work a job you hate, to make money, to get the nice car so people don't judge you for being a broke bum. You know, the fear of judgment is going to make you maybe stay in a relationship longer than you should be. Because you have no fucking balls to kick the person to the curb, maybe even because you know that their friends and family will ridicule you after. You see, that fear of judgment, especially because of the money and that status, that is the biggest fucking problem to fucking up on this fucking goddamn diet. Because to be, like I said, honestly, this diet is a joke. To maintain this way of life is a fucking joke. If you go on my YouTube channel and you start reading some of the comments from some of the people that are actually like hardcore following me, they're like, this is the best lifestyle ever. You know why? Because once you get adapted, it's easy. It's very easy. It's almost too easy. Like even when I let myself go, meaning let's say I was eating fucking 1 meal a day and I was already lean. So once you're lean, like 1 meal a day for maintenance works pretty good. Except, like I say, if you're a big eater and you're a female, you can fucking gain weight like a motherfucker eating 1 meal a day if you fucking eat dirty enough. But for me, I've experimented it to the point where if I gave myself an hour and a half to eat as much food as I could, I will get up to about 185, 188 pounds, and I cannot gain a fucking pound after that. Unless I stop the fasting. The only way I will gain more weight is if I stop the fasting and if I started drinking booze. Alcohol is fucking trash. Okay? And I'm going to make a YouTube video about this, but just to get into that a little bit, I just thought about, I was going to talk about low testosterone for men. And this affects women too, obviously, because if your fucking husband can't get it up, I guess the fucking sex ain't too good, is it? So, low testosterone is like an epidemic pretty much with men in North America. How to raise your testosterone is the easiest thing in the world. You start fasting like a motherfucker, okay? Fasting cranks up your GH, growth hormone. And in turn, testosterone follows growth hormone, okay? So there's that. You want to fucking get your goddamn sleep, your REM sleep. So obviously, to get the best sleep, you gotta cut all the fucking goddamn shit like caffeine and fucking pre-workouts. That's for younger people. They're not usually gonna have an issue sexually yet. I'm talking more to the guys that are getting older. Okay? essentially fasting and then crank up the fucking fats. Okay, you want cholesterol, but here's the problem. They think high cholesterol is the reason you get fucking heart disease and shit. It's bullshit. So then they throw you on this statin to lower your fucking cholesterol, and the statin completely kills your libido. I made a YouTube video on that called fucking the cholesterol myth. Okay, these statins are a fucking joke. So then what the issue is inflammation. So as soon as you start fasting, your inflammation drops off the face of the earth. And because of that, your fucking arteries get nice and healthy. And then that cholesterol will just nicely flow through your system and heal your fucking body and crank up those good hormones. Okay? That is how it works. The people that are going to have the best sex drive are going to be people that fast like a motherfucker and eat fucking a good, healthy, high-fat diet. I didn't say low carb, okay? If you're lean, once you're lean, you can eat fruit and shit. Like there's piss poor, crappy carbs. But when I say high fat, I just mean don't eat low fat. That's just stupid. Example, today I had a good fucking workout. Here's what I'm eating right now, and I'm cutting on this. Like I'm going fucking from like, say 9 or 10% body fat down to like 8. I'm eating one steak that's about fucking 400 fucking grams. I'm eating a kilogram of carrots. I am eating probably another 500 grams to close to probably 500, 750 grams of greens, like bok choy. I like bok choy. It's nice and moist because I dry fast all day. Remember that. I'm dry fasting all day. And then, so I'm eating the steak, the carrots, and when I eat the carrots, I take 1 teaspoon of sodium chloride, put it in a bowl, and I eat my carrots and dip the carrots in the salt. This is what you get to look forward to when you get lean. You fat asses, plug your ears. You don't need to eat anything. So I dip the carrots in the salt. So I'll take in about a teaspoon of sodium chloride with this kilo of carrots, okay? Then when I cook the steak, I'll salt the fuck out of the steak. And then I'll eat this steak. And then I'll eat all these greens, okay? And then, yesterday, I bought a block of butter, but it comes in like 4 chunks. I ate a whole block of that fucking butter, which would have been crazy high cal. So if you added all the calories up, yesterday I was probably I would have still been in a slight deficit. But this is how fucking ramped up my metabolism is. With that butter, I wouldn't doubt I was close to 3,000 yesterday. Because I dry fast all day and my accountability is fucking flawless, I always weigh myself right before I fucking eat, and because I'm dry fasting all day, I know there's nothing that's went in my body, so it works so good to dial shit in, okay? I'm basically losing between 0.6 pounds and a pound a day of fucking fat. It's fat. Because I am in ketosis 24/7, even eating that kilo of carrots. Now, you know how long it took me to fucking figure that out? And the reason I'm not going strict low carb is because, like I said, the goal is you want to be in ketosis 24/7 when you're trying to cut body fat, trying to get really lean. Just like you guys that are fucking fat asses on straight snake juice, you're in ketosis 24/7. I'm just trying to do it with food because I need the fucking food because I'm too lean now. I'm too lean. So the goal, I can stay in ketosis 24/7 while still eating a kilo of carrots. I learned this with the self-experimentation on that fucking bacon dry fast cucumber routine I did for a month and a half. Okay, I understood that if I dry fasted all day, the dry fasting's so aggressive that I could actually keep myself in fucking full ketosis for 24 hours a day, eating like 100 grams of fucking carbs. Carbs via vegetables. Okay, carbs via vegetables. It's different. Like, I haven't done the experiment where I went and ate 100 grams of carbs via ice cream. It's not going to be the same. Those carbs via vegetables are nice and slow acting. And that's how I'm cutting. And the reason I want the fucking carrots to be high, I could cut back the carrots if I wanted. The reason I want them high is because it gives me a perfect bowel movement when I'm trying to cut like this. Perfect fucking bowel movement. And then with that block of butter I ate, I had energy out the fucking ass today in the gym. And I have lost like probably a solid 5 pounds of pure body fat in 7 fucking days. And I'm still strong, like really strong. Like yesterday I bench pressed 275 pounds for 3 triples, full pause. I fucking deadlifted yesterday, with ease, like easily. I haven't even hit this weight for a long time, but also when I'm cutting, I do heavier weight, low volume, so it doesn't tax my fucking muscles so bad because I'm cutting. And then once I get to my new body fat percentage set point, then I will crank up the fucking carbs again. So now I'm at a new body fat low. I'll crank up the fucking carbs, and then I'll start pounding the volume in the gym. I got this dialed down to a fucking science. It's so easy because for me to figure out what works for macros, I was eating a meal a day. So it's so easy to dial it in. It's so easy to fucking dial it in. All I had to do was fucking tweak those fucking macros in my one sitting. It's not like some fucking mainstream fucking bikini competitor that's eating 6 fucking times a day. There's so much fucking room for error. Plus they're eating carbs. That's why it's catabolic. Regardless what you're doing, regardless if you're fucking fasting or not, you're going to be catabolic if you're trying to cut calories on a fucking carb routine. Okay, and you're still getting, this is a problem when you're fucking trying to cut even on mainstream keto where you're still eating multiple meals a day. Because you're still spiking your insulin too often, which that creates catabolism. Okay? You want your insulin as low as you can keep it, and you want your fucking, so insulin super low, and you want to be in ketosis 24/7 when you're trying to cut body fat to get the best fucking muscle retention. It's that easy. And you fatties don't need to worry about this. You guys just don't eat for as long as humanly possible until you get down to where you're fucking actually getting lean. And you'll know because you will have your sleep. Now, not your withdrawal sleep that you're having now. I'm talking once you're actually healthy and you're getting closer to your natural, like your lean body weight, your sleep will fucking fail you. You'll start having bad sleeps. And that's the reason when somebody is super lean, like I'm talking fucking shredded, like striation shredded, it's going to be hard for them to do the 48. Because the 48 is almost getting to the point where they're going to be cranking up their fucking fight or flight hormones. And that's no good. Because they're already so fucking lean, that's going to be catabolic. Okay, so that's why you pretty much have to, when you're so lean, you pretty much have to eat every night or else you won't be able to sleep. You'll just be fucking wired all night. That's what happens when I've done my 5 and 7 day dry fast. Does that make sense? So this is what we're doing. One of the girls I'm helping right now competes in bodybuilding, and she's had issues with the 6 meal a day bullshit fucking forever. And I'm going to fucking get her fucking basically lean all year round. And if she wants to do a show, all she has to do is cut the last 2 fucking weeks. She'll just have to fucking do exactly what I'm doing. I'll have her do exactly what I'm doing right now. And it'll be fucking joke. She'll like just walk in there like nothing. It'll be a joke. And her metabolism won't get fucked up or anything. That's how good this shit works. Low insulin, fucking ketosis is how you cut. And exactly how the people that are fat asses on the snake juice, that's what they got going. Super low insulin, 24/7 ketosis. Okay, just the people when they get really lean, they got to fucking start eating more food. Here's a question about, I got in a rant about that. A lot of people might not even understand a lot of that shit I just said, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is once you get to where you're almost like a good optimal body weight, and you still feel like you got some fat to roast, I can help you cut that fat without losing any muscle mass, and you'll be sexy as fuck is what I'm trying to say. Okay? And it'll be maintainable. You'll be able to hold that weight very easily and still be eating a full calorie count. Wendell asked, does adding baking soda to lemon juice have an effect that it does on the ABC? Does adding baking soda to lemon juice have the effect that it does on the ABC? So, here's the thing. The snake juice dumbed down as the 2 salts and water. Okay? The other stuff is all just for kidney and liver health and other benefits. It's just stuff that I've used. So, like, you don't have to pound baking soda every single day if you don't want. But when I did the video, it's hard to, like, then people are asking, well, how many days, how often should I do it? So when I first made that video, I figured in my head, if I just tell them to take a half of a fucking teaspoon a day, what could that hurt, right? But you really don't have to take it every day. You could play with it. But if you're not healthy and you're really fat and you have a bad liver, fatty liver and shit, you want to get that shit in. Because it helps it basically helps heal your liver. And also it keeps your, it basically, what's the word I'm looking for there? It keeps insulin response low. So you won't have as much of an insulin hit if you fucking take that baking soda around a meal. But this doesn't really apply to many of you because if you're fat, you don't need to be eating. Like, I'm really hoping, like me and Paul were talking about this today. Like, I'm hoping that most of you fat people are literally not eating for fucking at least 5 days at a time. Like, you should be able to do 5-day fucking fast back to back to back to back until you've lost all the weight. Example. Let's say if you're a female and you're like 5'3". In my mind, your optimal body weight, I'm talking my version of what you should be optimal, not what you think is optimal. A woman that's 5'3" should not be fucking heavier than 120 fucking pounds. Okay, that's probably heavy for most. That's a muscular 5'3" woman if you're fucking have a tight stomach where you can start seeing some abs. Like, even if you just see like maybe 2 abs. So if you're 200 pounds, essentially you got 80 pounds to fucking lose. There's no reason why the 5'3" woman that's 200 pounds couldn't lose like 30 pounds a month for 3 months straight and be right down to her best version of herself in 3 months. You could even get more aggressive than that. That woman could probably lose 40 pounds in a month. In the first month, she could for sure cut 40. And then every month thereafter, she could probably cut 30 the next month and then maybe fucking 20 the next month. You understand what I'm saying? If you're not fucking fasting, like all you fat asses should be fucking fasting like days on end. Days on end. Okay? Like you don't even need to fucking be saying the word refeed. And your refeed should be basically nothing. Like when you do a refeed, you should be eating some fucking vegetables, get a little bit of meat in if you want, and just get on the fast again. And the refeed should only occur if you're like majorly fucked up. Like not, like, you know, if you're feeling really, 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 really shitty, like weak, but if your head feels good and you're fucking just keep cutting. Okay, don't worry about anything. Just get the fucking fat off your fucking body. That's it. Just get the fat off your fucking body. So, when I was going to do this fucking weight gain experiment, here's a good point I'll get at. Grab a drink. When I was going to do this weight gain experiment, I got up to about 192 pounds. And then me and Dan one day, I was in the truck with him. And I figured I better opt out of this whole idea. Because I couldn't motivate people and I was a fat ass. Not enough people knew why I was gaining the weight. So I wanted the weight off me as fast as fucking possible. So I gained this weight. It took like 3 fucking weeks. Or a little longer maybe even. And then I decided I want to be like under 180. Okay? And then I'll start pumping some serious iron. I'll sit around fucking high 170s. So guess what I did? I did a 5-day snake juice fast with fucking training. And I cut right down in 5 days, right down to where I wanted to be. See, I didn't fiddle fuck around. I had a bunch of weight I had put on. I wanted to get to a fucking weight and start working with that body. So I didn't give a shit. I'm just like, get rid of the fucking fat, get to the weight I want to be at, and then I'll start working with that body. Okay? That's key. I didn't fuck around trying to lose that weight slowly. I did a 5-day snake juice fast with training, lost probably 7 pounds of pure body fat. Done. I was 179 fucking pounds. Done. Now, let's fucking maintain, go to my routine where I eat a meal most days, throw in the odd 48-hour fast, fucking train my bag off. That's how you fucking do it. Get the fucking fat off you as quick as you fucking can. I can't stress that enough. That keeps you motivated. See, like even Paul, we haven't fucking refed inside of 7 days yet. And the only reason we ran into issues is because he's detoxing so fucking bad. Because, you know, he's got so much body fat on him. Like all that body fat's got fucking toxins in it from years and years of just fucking living an unhealthy lifestyle. Okay? Fucking lose the fucking fat. Don't worry about the fucking details. Okay? We know how to lose the fat. Fast as long as you fucking can. Get rid of the goddamn fat. Then start your fucking rebuild. Okay? Then, when you get down to where you're lean, if you want to get really shredded or something, then you dial in your fucking macros. You see how it gets more specific? It's like pretty much fat mode. You just don't eat. Then you get the fucking lean mode where you eat like, you know, a meal most days with a 48-hour fast. And you're eating carbs. And then you're fucking pumping iron. And then you get into where you want to get fucking right motherfucking shredded mode. And that's when you really start dialing in those macros. You know, you start fucking around with the protein count. You cut the carbs back just enough so you're in ketosis 24/7. See, that point I want to hit again. Ketosis is the fucking effect of the carbs. Don't use it the other way around. Don't be like, oh, the fucking stupid ketogenic diet fucking protocol told me to eat 50 grams of carbs, but I'm still not in ketosis. Well, then adjust the fucking carbs. And if you're in ketosis, and if you're in ketosis and you're eating like 20 grams of carbs, then fucking dial it in and crank up the fucking carbs until you kick yourself out. Then you can find your sweet spot. And that is the sweet spot to where you'll feel the best and you can still cut fucking body fat without being and be extremely muscle sparing. Okay? When you're getting lean and you got to still eat like, you know, higher calorie count. Pretty much what I'm eating right now is I'll crank my protein actually up a little bit when I'm cutting. I'll get more to that, like, you know, maybe like 0.8 grams per pound, or like maybe, you know, maybe 1 gram of protein per like kilogram of lean body weight. Lean body weight. Okay, that's like what I would. So if I was lean, I would basically be like, what, 100 and fucking, I'd be like 74 kilos. So that'd be about 74, if I was really lean, 74 kilos, if you were going 1 gram per kilo, that'd be 74 grams of protein, but that's light. That's light for me. So I crank it up, I'm probably about 100 grams. Like nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy. Then all I do is I make sure I get the carrots in, because the carrots keep my bowel movements good. And then I make sure I get those fucking green vegetables in just to get that fucking potassium. See, another thing is the carrots. Here's another good point, actually. Carrots actually have as much potassium as bananas. However, they fucking are way lower on sugar. See, carrots are a big no-no in the mainstream keto world because as soon as you're dry fasting like me all day long, I can get away with way more carbs than any fucking keto. If I was eating 3 meals a day ketogenic, there's no way in fucking hell I could get away with eating a kilogram of fucking carrots broken up into 300 grams per meal. There's no way. I'd never be in ketosis. I can pull that off because I dry fast all fucking day, which is absolutely amazing. Okay? This is the coolest part. And then I have way better bowel movements. Because there's so many people that eat fucking strict fucking keto, and I don't care what they say. Their bowel movements are a joke compared to mine. Okay? Like, that soluble fiber I'm getting from those fucking carrots and shit, like, it makes it just, you feel like $1 million. Okay. Can you do baking soda and lemon juice? Like, yeah, you could put your baking soda in your lemon juice if you want. It's not going to be a big deal. The reason I put it in the vinegar, because you can drink the lemon juice without fucking burning your throat. You can't drink the vinegar without burning your fucking throat unless you add that baking soda to it. Or if you water down the vinegar. Okay, so that's why. That's why I decided to add the baking soda to the vinegar. And then you just shoot the lemon juice back on its own. There's always a reason for the way I do shit. That's why this is so simple. Because everything I've done, I have a fucking reason for it. Okay, and it works. So there's no reason to add shit. Wendell asks, but does it raise the pH to a safe level so it doesn't harm your teeth? That's, if you watch the fucking YouTubes, That's exactly why I mixed 2 tablespoons of vinegar with a fucking half a teaspoon of baking soda, because it puts the pH almost exactly at 7. Almost exactly at fucking 7. That's exactly why I mixed it like that. Okay? Here's a question. Mary asks, in a pinch, for the 4-to-1 refeed. So for anybody that's wondering, the 4-to-1 refeed means you would eat 4 times the weight in vegetables versus the one is everything else. Basically your meats and fats. So if you were to eat 500 grams of food, 400 grams minimum. 4-to-1 is a number that I came up with because just by fluke chance, when I was dialing in my fucking meals before, I recognized a pattern. I recognized that I was eating at least 4-to-1 vegetables when I was trying to eat strict keto, and I was having decent bowel movements, but I was eating carrots too, though, and fucking, right? But that's how I came up with that 4-to-1. But if it was 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 7-to-1, 10-to-1, I don't give a fuck. Just don't go less. And, yeah, I think Dan already answered this one. So, it was, if you don't have meat thawed, can I do eggs? Like, eggs are gold. Eggs are fucking gold. If they're farmed eggs that are, like, natural, they're fucking, like, I can't, here's how bad they rip us off in the stores. Like, where the fuck are the fucking egg yolks? Like, I don't want the stupid fucking egg whites. I want the yolks, for fuck's sakes. Like, give me a jug of yolks and I'll slam that shit. Same thing with chicken breasts. Like, chicken breasts are a scam. Okay? You know what? How many people, they still think they're doing themselves good and they think they're all healthy by eating chicken breasts? You know how many people I get fasting and then they feel shitty? Like some of the leaner people that are like, eating mostly like a meal a day kind of thing. And they're feeling shitty. And I ask them what they're eating, and they say they're eating chicken breasts all the time. I'm like, fuck your fucking chicken breasts. Go eat some fatty steak or some fatty fucking pork chops or anything that's fatty and greasy, and then they feel like $1,000,000. Chicken breasts are fucking junk. You need the cholesterol and the fucking fat to fucking make your hormones work and to heal your goddamn body. And chicken breasts are expensive. Like, fuck, they're more expensive than bacon at Costco. I did a fucking YouTube video on that. Check it out. Chicken breast versus bacon. The chicken breasts are more money per calorie. Oh, the calorie count's insane. Even if you cook all the fat out of the bacon, you're still getting more calories than you are of the fucking chicken breasts. Which, that's better. Because you're getting a better bang for your buck if you're getting more calories for the same dollar. Because calories are energy, you see. Calories are energy. It's not a bad thing once you're lean to be able to buy foods that are calorically dense. Just that you fat asses don't want the calories because you're fucking fasting. We got all the calories we need on our fucking gut. Let's see here. Yeah, Mary, dial it in means keep track of everything. Everything. Like, even, like, I remember when I first started this shit. Like, I'd log my weight every day right away. This is just fucking natural to me because I worked in the oil patch and I used to be an instrument guy and then I became an operator for a while. And when you take readings on all the equipment, you log the fucking readings. Example, let's say you got like a fucking, even like your car, like people just they're not methodical. People are fucking dumb. They don't watch anything. Even your car, you watch the trend on, like, say, your oil gauge. It's always on the same spot all the time, and then one day it drops a little bit. You probably got a fucking problem if you actually fucking look at that shit once in a while. Okay, when we used to log everything, you'd have a whole list of numbers. You'd have fucking pressures and temperatures and shit on these big compressor engines, and you're logging everything, and everything's a nice flat trend usually. Unless something went down or something. But you know right away if something starts dropping, like you get a bad oil pressure reading or you get a bad fucking temperature reading, you know something's fucked. Okay, that's why you log your fucking weight. I'm sick of people with their stupid fucking crybaby bullshit when they're like, oh, I don't want to get on the scale. Like, shut the fuck up and get your fat ass on that fucking scale. Fuck, that drives me nuts. Like all these other groups on Facebook are just a bunch of fucking soft ass bitch ass pussies. That's why they don't get the fucking results. Because there's no fucking accountability. Okay? Like when you're lean, don't kid yourself. When you're fucking lean and you are watching your macros and your fucking calories and you're logging your scale weight, one meal a day works really fucking good actually. There's no doubt about it. But nobody does that. So then I just fucking make it simple. I just say fucking eating that, like especially if you're a fat ass. Fat asses don't need to eat no one meal a fucking day. They need to eat one meal a month. But now if you're lean, it works pretty good. Okay, but as soon as you get reckless with your fucking one meal a day diet, you're going to gain weight. Because you're not fucking logging anything. And even if you weren't logging the calories or the macros, as long as you're using that scale feedback system I talked about in that video I made, you can't, if you gain a little bit of weight because you fucked up 2 days in a row on your stupid fucking goddamn one meal a day, then you just fucking cut the next one back. But God forbid that stupid fucking OMAD group, they don't even talk about scales, they don't talk about calories, they don't talk about nothing. I don't like to use calories either. It's just another thing you can log though. Why not log it? You know? If it's up or down 200 or 300, who cares? A day. But the weight is the one that's solid. You can always trust your body weight. Right? But log it all. Like, why wouldn't you log it all? Just, if you do this for like a month out of your life, you'll know your body's so damn good that you won't even need to worry about it anymore. Okay? You just log it all. All right. Holy fuck, I'm already at an hour? Unreal. Here's a question. Is there a max number of ACV baking soda and lemon shots per day? The vinegar and the lemon juice, you could pretty much hammer quite a bit of that back. Okay, don't drink it throughout the day with the fucking snake juice because it'll rot the fuck out of your teeth. But the baking soda, there is a limit on that. So that's why, you know, if you were going to take the baking soda, you don't want to be fucking hammering like fucking a shitload of baking soda every day. Like a half a teaspoon of baking soda a day, that's what I said before. You don't need a pile of baking soda. Plus there's a lot of sodium in that baking soda. So if you did crank it up, you got to start counting that sodium and add it to the sodium that's in the sodium chloride. But the vinegar and the lemon juice, you can pound that back pretty hard. You can give, if your body's handling it, you can pound that fucking those two acid drinks back pretty damn hard. Okay, now to finish tonight off, I'm just gonna fucking say that you fat people do not need to eat, okay? Don't fucking worry about the fucking bullshit. Like the details. Just fast on the salt water. Listen to my fucking protocol. Lose the weight as fast as you can. As fast as you fucking can, okay? Then once you're down to where you're basically low on, like, you're fat free, like, you know, you're not overweight anymore. You're good. You're at an awesome weight. Like, I mean my version of awesome weight, not your fucking half-ass version of weight loss. I'm talking fucking where you're like fucking slim, okay? Maybe you can't see all your abs, but you're starting to see some cuts in your fucking stomach. Like, lose the fucking weight. If you have a loose stomach or loose skin from having kids, then look at some other part of your body. Up high on your stomach, still going to be pretty fucking tight. Okay, lower might be loose. Okay, get fucking lean. Get fucking lean. And then get nitty gritty about the specifics. Still exercise during the cut, but don't worry about so much how you don't worry so much about feeling perfect, okay? You let yourself go. It's your fucking fault. We're fucking cutting the weight aggressively to keep you motivated. So don't worry about every little fucking chicken shit side effect as far as detoxing. Okay? Don't fucking worry about it. You fucked up, deal with it. It's like 2 or 3 months out of your life, maybe even less, depending how aggressive you get with the fasting. So little things like, I don't feel quite 100% today. Shut the fuck up and deal with it. Okay? Lose the fucking weight. Lose the fucking weight. If you don't feel 100% and you fucking break your fast because of that, I'll fucking kill you. Okay? Because if I don't fucking kill you, you're going to die of obesity anyway. Okay? So fucking fast your fucking balls off. And then once you get fucking lean, then you start dialing in the macros according to the volume you're doing in the gym and exercising, etc. And you can get really specific. like a lot of people don't even see how good of coaching I can actually give them, because a lot of people, they're still in basically the fat loss phase. I've only, I help like lean people. I help mostly really obese people. And to be honest with you, the average person, once they get lean, they can pretty much eat almost whatever they fucking want in a meal in that day. And as long as they're watching the scale feedback and paying attention and not being a fucking reckless pig, they're going to maintain that body weight for the rest of their life. But now it's the people that really want to fucking get some serious performance, not just your average Joe. Those people, I can dial those fucking people in like you would not believe. Okay, that's what I do. I'll dial that routine in like you would not believe. You'll get stronger and be just unreal shredded by then. Okay? So that's all I'm going to talk about tonight. Obviously, fucking Facebook's fucking me over. That group, it won't let the comments pop up on the group, but it lets them pop up here. I'm sure it's because that fucking goddamn group is so active right now. And I do probably maybe too many videos on there, too many live videos. I've been doing like couple, 2, 3 a week, and they're long. Maybe that's why the fucking algorithms are fucking with me. So I don't know. I'll have to get that figured out. But everyone have a great night. And remember, one final thing with that group. So for anybody that doesn't understand how we're running that group now, basically, we have posts that are high quality posts. We want to keep that thread high quality. So most of the questions that are waiting for approval, most of those questions will not make it onto that thread. They will be basically answered privately by a snake diet coach. Okay? So we're giving you free help privately. The other place you can put your question is in the thread of an existing post that's already on the fucking main thread. So say if you have the same bullshit question, what is the snake diet? Take your fucking what is the snake diet question and just post it in the comments of another fucking thread, and I guarantee you somebody will tell you. Okay? If you have questions that are fucking asked 1,000,000 times over, go to the main thread on the group and post your fucking question in there. If you have a question that's more specific or something more serious, put it in the fucking, obviously post it like you're going to post it, and we'll get to it. Either way, your question, we'll either get to it or post it on the group. If there is no message in your inbox, then we didn't message you. Post your fucking question in the group. Okay? Also, put your fucking accountability pictures up. That's awesome. I'm seeing 1,000,000 accountability pictures. That is awesome. It takes fucking balls to post that. It's almost like the 12-step rules when you're an alcoholic. It's like, first you gotta admit you're a fat ass fucking alcoholic, drunk fucking joker that fucking drank your fucking life away for 40 years. Okay? And then when you make that post, it really holds you accountable to fucking go back and take a look at that and be like, fuck, I don't want to be that anymore. Okay? And other motivation, watch my fucking YouTubes. Like these 1 hour long rants, these are perfect motivation. You just gotta sit there and listen to this shit for an hour and you won't even want to eat again. Because I'm so fucking brutally honest. Okay? And make sure you fucking add friends to that group. And also, anybody that wants prolonged help from a coach, the coach is gonna get you to do some sort of social media tasks. A lot of it's adding friends. If you want my one-on-one help personally, you got to add 500 of your fucking friends to that Snake Diet Motivation group. We help people for fucking free. We don't charge any money. To put that into perspective, adding your little 500 friends to get my help, and I'm getting better fucking fat loss results than anybody on the face of the goddamn planet right now, and you would go pay God knows what. Sometimes you'd pay a fucking, these cookie cutter fucking stupid plans that don't even work. You'd pay like $1,000 for fucking Bernstein, or like $250 for some cookie cutter plan. Like, we're helping you fuckers for free. Okay? For free. Add your fucking friends or you don't get the fucking free help. I don't care if you're going to maybe you might get some backlash from some of them, but you'll probably save somebody's life by adding them to the fucking group. Okay? So everyone have a great night. And make sure you fucking still put those posts up, ask questions. Put your accountability posts, before and afters. Show your fucking weight trends. Everything. Put it all there, okay? Everyone have a great night and get that fat in ya.